Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Now today we're taking a look at a brand which is basically a homage watch of a Rolex Datejust. More the current Rolex Datejust 41mm variant. And it's basically by a brand out of Asia named Burei, or Burei. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, here's the box it actually comes in. Pretty simple box here. Let's start with the wristwatch check. Today I am wearing the Rolex Submariner 114060. I purchased this like 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been loving it ever since. These were the days when you can walk into an AD and actually just buy one of these. So those days are long gone. But anyway, let's get into this watch here. So I'm going to go ahead and open the box here. As you can see, the watch is on this, it's actually a decent box. For $160 this package comes with. This watch is 160 US dollars. Link down in the description below. So this is the watch, comes on a pad. And then underneath here, I believe there's a bunch of stuff. Well, I know there's a bunch of stuff. And you do get a warranty card, a polishing cloth, as you can see here. This is your Burei Watch Group International Warranty. You get a hang tag, a polishing cloth, pretty decent sized one, and then you get a specification and instruction manual. So those are all the goodies that the watch actually comes with. Let's get into the watch now. So here in the flesh is the Burei Oyster Perpetual Datejust. I believe it's stated on the dial here. Yeah, it does say Oyster Perpetual Datejust. So I don't know if you'd call this a homage or semi, I don't know. But it is a homage of the Rolex Datejust, obviously. Anyway, it's actually a pretty good quality watch, and I was pretty surprised by the quality of it compared to some other micro brands and stuff like that. The quality on this watch is actually really good. The bracelet itself is like the same quality as something like a Super Jubilee. Those bracelets you can buy for the SKX and other Seiko watches. So it's a good quality watch, I'm not going to lie, for the price. It is in a 41mm diameter case here, so it's relatively sized. Pretty decent size. In terms of thickness, we're looking at 11.8 millimeters. In terms of lug-to-lug distance, we're looking at 49 millimeters. We do have an odd lug width here of 21 millimeters. Tapers all the way down to 17 at the end of this two-tone Jubilee bracelet. We also do get a genuine sapphire crystal, which is a good thing. We have applied markers, which are loomed. The tips of the hands are loomed. We have a magnification Cyclops over at 3, which I don't believe is 2.5. I believe it's 2. Rolex does 2.5. I believe this is only 2 times magnified. We get a pull and push crown over here, which is signed with the Burei logo. Now the case itself is all solid 316L stainless steel. These sides of the case, you may have noticed, are highly polished. The tops of the lugs are highly polished, and the other side is highly polished as well. And the finishing is actually really good. It's almost mirror-like, and it's very sharp on the edges over here near the lugs. The finishing is pretty good. The bezel itself is that gold tone, kind of like that Reese's Pieces kind of buttercup bezel there, which some of you may or may not have a problem with. But that's the one thing that kind of bothers me is the bezel itself. I think it would have been better if they went with a smooth bezel in a gold tone. I think it would have been a little nicer. So the logo of Burei is applied right over here, as you can see. And instead of a Rolex rehaut, or on the chapter ring, it is marked Burei. Burei, all over the chapter ring. So that's a nice little detail there. Now this watch does have Loom, and the Loom is really not that great. It does work though, and it is visible, but it's not like super potent or anything like that. Now the bracelet itself is definitely a big strong point on this watch. It's very good quality. You can tell by the finishing of these brushed outer parts and the highly polished gold tone inner parts. It's very good quality. As you can see here, we get a butterfly clasp with the Burei logo, 2 buttons, and then it opens up here. You get a butterfly clasp with some perlage work. It's very firm. It's very good. And that was the part of the watch that surprised me the most, is the actual bracelet. It's just very nice looking, as you can see there. Now if we take a look at the case back of the watch, as you can see here, this watch is running the Miyota 8215, which, you know, is a pretty standard movement in a lot of micro brands as well. Even though this is not a micro brand, I believe they are a factory. It does state sapphire crystal on the screw down case back. This watch is 50 meters water resistant, so you can dip it in the water, but not really something to take swimming. So the Miyota 8215, if you didn't know already, it beats at 3 Hz. It does have hand winding. It does not have a hacking feature, which some people don't like about this movement, which is why they prefer the 9 series Miyotas, which are a much higher quality. But at this price point, I think an 8215 is just fine. It also does feature a quick set date over here at the 3 o'clock position. So if I go ahead and wind this crown, you can give it some juice here. And then in the first position, when we pull out the crown, we get that quick set date. Then in your final position, we can set the time. So you can see here, very simple, very easy to function there. Now, this watch fits pretty decent on my wrist, I must say. And yeah, so let's see what it looks like on my wrist. Now here's the watch on my 6.5-inch wrist, as you can see here. It fits nice across at 49 lug to lug. I have really no issues there. And that nice black dial is actually very easy to read, even with light on it, as you can see there. The anti-reflective property, there must be some anti-reflective coating on this dial, even though they do not specify it on the Amazon listing or any of the AliExpress listings. I'm pretty sure there's an anti-reflective coating on there because there's absolutely no glare, which is a good thing. The watch is relatively comfortable and no issues there. Yeah, so that's it. So there you have the Burei Oyster Perpetual Datejust. I don't believe they call it that on their thing, but you know, on the dial it kind of says that. So, and if you get a little closer, it also does say genuine original certification, but you know, this watch is not certified. I believe they just put that on there, you know, for gimmicks and stuff like that. But you know, nonetheless, if you have $160 to spend and you don't want to spend two-tone Datejust, new one is like $12,600, I believe, retail, off the top of my head. And well, the older 36s are like, you know, 4 to 5 to 6. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you want something that kind of looks like a Datejust, but don't have the funds. This is definitely a fun watch to wear around, I'd say. And you don't have to worry about you know, beating it up. It's only $160. And yeah, the bracelet's actually really good. If you have this in hand, you'll realize the bracelet is really good quality. The finishing is also very good. And yeah. That's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this watch down in the comment section below, as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. You can find me at watchaddictchannel.com. You can also find me on Instagram at watchaddictchannel. And you can find some useful links down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And I will see you guys real soon. Bye.